What is spoken English for professionals? Why is spoken English for professionals? Before we go into that, we need to understand what who is a professional. What is a professional person means? Why we differentiate between professional person and a non-professional person? So according to the definitions, professional person is the person who is working on a profession and getting paid. You have to get paid to become a professional person. Let's say you are you are into sports. You go ahead and you play sports in a local community. You don't get paid, so you're not a professional sportsman. But when you go and join a club and you get paid to do sports, you are a professional player. If you play football, you're a professional football player. If you play cricket, you're a professional cricket player. In the school, you go to debates and you participate to debates and you debate, and you don't get paid for it because you're a student. But when you go to the courts, when you become a lawyer, and when you go to the courts and you argue, you debate for certain things, and then you get paid for it from your clients, so you become a professional person, a lawyer, a professional person. So there are professions in this world: a lawyer, a doctor, a plumber, a housekeeper, a nanny, a babysitter, anything, anything from the mailman to the engineer. You get paid for it. A politicians get paid for it. So you can be a politician. Is a it's a professional person. So spoken English for professionals. So spoken English for people who are working in the employment cluster. They get paid for their work. So why this spoken English is very important for them? Well, by any means, spoken English for important for everyone. But in this video, we are going to talk about spoken English for professionals and how professions can improve their spoken English. Now, let's say you are a plumber. You go and you fix things in home. So, if you want to improve your English, you need to know the vocabulary. The vocabulary is the most important thing. If you are a doctor, you need to know the vocabulary of that profession. You need to, if you are a lawyer, you need to understand and you need to learn the vocabulary of that profession. Vocabulary is a set of words. Vocabulary is a set of words which pertain into a certain subject. Let's say if you're a doctor, you need to understand the human body. You need to understand the terms of illnesses. You need to know about how you call certain symptoms. How do you diagnose certain illnesses? These are the words that you need to know. Now, when you come to when you go and see the doctor will ask you some certain questions and you will answer to them, but they kind of reply with certain vocabulary, certain words that you don't hear in the day-to-day life. So when we teach English, spoken English to the professionals, the main important thing is to them to use their own vocabulary, their set of words for their profession. So if you're a plumber, you need to know about the tools that you're using, the methods that you're using. You need to know your screwdriver, you need to know your flyer, you need to know your saw or the jigsaw, you need to know about everything, the nails and the nuts and bolts and everything. So if you're, say for an example, if you're a lawyer, you probably need to know about the constitution, the amendments, and how you're going to speak in front of the judge or in front of a court. If you're a doctor, when you're performing a surgery, or when you're doing a speech to another, try to explain something using correct words. And if you're a banker, you need to know what is debit, what is credit, what is a check, and what do you mean by withdrawal, what do you mean by deposit. You know, when the normal person go to an ATM and or the counter of the bank, you just try to take money from the bank, but the right word is withdraw. You withdraw money, you deposit money instead of you putting money in the bank. So these are the terms that you need to know, that you need to understand. So spoken English professionals, we are going to teach them how to use this language using their vocabulary with the correct grammar. So this is very important. In spoken English for professionals, we will take and analyze every single professionals that we meet in the class, and we will use their own vocabulary to improve their spoken English. Thank you very much.